The original Mass Effect was released back in 2007, a galactic space RPG where choices are everywhere and outcomes mean everything.
I'm sorry, Caden. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
Almost.
We'll get it done.
Up to you. A true space opera for the ages that pits you against the ominous Reapers.
What they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
Ancient aliens hellbent on destroying the galaxy every 50,000 years.
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished.
Man, this game was great. The cool locations, aliens, powers. It kicked my ass on the harder difficulties. But back in 2007, it did not look good to me. And once I got around to playing it, it took a while for me to like it. The beginning was a bit of a drag, and I can't tell you how long I was stuck in the goddamn Citadel. Like, where the fuck am I? Every location in the game had me losing my mind over where to go. I mean, it says, but it took me entirely too long to find.
I'm retarded.
I don't know. Maybe it's because you barely fucking move. But I persevered and was heavily rewarded for my efforts. Rarely have I played a game that so successfully swayed my impressions. Well, commanding...
Get it together, soldier.
As Commander Shepard, you venture across the emptiness of space as a newly assigned Council Spectre. A basic badass get-out-of-jail-free status assigned to you early on.
What? You can't. But I'll never... Ah!
I like the way you think, Shepard.
Sent out with your boss's ship, you hunt down your enemies with your crack team of assembled specialists.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker.
Departing far and wide on missions, driven by your righteous duty to uncover a Council conspiracy.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer.
Using a decent array of weapons and one pretty fun and deadly vehicle, but not in the way you think.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Upgrading your skills, you slowly mold your character as the game goes on. More so than most games, I'd say. Creating a bond with your crew through a real sense of risk and that you are actually doing something important.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council.
This franchise captured something that few games have, and I fear will again. A perfect blend. So what happened?
Actually, there's a funny story behind that. You're gonna love this. True story.
The world bear witness to Mass Effect 2 in January of 2010. A critical success in almost every regard, expanding on the elements of the original and emphasizing on story and combat.
Watch my back.
Continuing the Commander Shepard saga, player choice carried over from the previous title, allowing for a more custom experience.
You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer?
Affecting those around you and those closest to you.
It'll be just like old times.
No, it won't.
New characters like
Miranda, but you were...
and your obvious ties to the elusive...
I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Elusive man, and things can get pretty dicey.
Typical Alliance attitude.
This element alone made Mass Effect stand out and added to the hype of sequels to come. In March of 2012, BioWare released Mass Effect 3, the long-awaited conclusion of the franchise.
The Reapers are here.
The anticipation for Mass Effect 3 was huge, and fans of the franchise couldn't wait to get their hands on it. Finally finish the story, get some answers, stop the Reapers for good, and save the galaxy for what you knew was coming the whole goddamn time.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
But victory would come at a great cost, apparently due to the overwhelming amount of choices throughout the franchise. Satisfying every thread was harder than originally anticipated. It was pretty clear that narrowing of plot devices hampered the game's progression, Though surprisingly, this was disregarded as an issue by developers.
It's not gonna be easy.
BioWare project director Casey Hudson commented that Mass Effect 3 would be easier to develop. Well, Casey.
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Okay, to be fair, Mass Effect 3 is still a decent game. The quality is there, and by all means, there is fun to be had. It's just a letdown compared to the mastery of its predecessor. This all gets compounded by what very well may have killed the Mass Effect franchise.
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all.
Released in March of 2017, Mass Effect Andromeda was meant to be a fresh start. A step forward out of the shadow of Commander Shepard and into the bright future of infinite possibilities. Developers promised a new galaxy to explore, people to meet, and choices to make, all with the humble mission to repopulate and colonize a new galaxy.
A real and reasonable first step.
Succeeding in many regards in capturing the feel of the franchise, Andromeda failed to live up to its ambitions and often seemed shallow in its attempts to do so.
You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
But honestly, playing through all 4 recently, the quality increase over the course of the franchise is pretty impressive. It's always kind of been in the uncanny valley, and far from perfect. I mean, like, anyone with eyes can see this.
Oh! You lost your arms in battle!
But back then, I wanted to like this game so bad. I played it to death when I first got it, just waiting for it to pull off this Mass Effect 1 and show me something special. But it just never happened. So much of this game seemed like a front for a real game.
These are the moments that make it all worthwhile.
A new galaxy? Like, what's new? They added 1 new species. Technically. And for recolonizing, this place sure as hell seems pretty colonized already.
This spot's taken.
How am I supposed to feel like I'm on this dangerous, unpredictable mission if the undiscovered is discovered and the newly discovered is fucking redundant? Andromeda was a huge missed opportunity for BioWare, and EA for that matter. I feel like you're on this channel entirely too much. After the poor reception of Mass Effect Andromeda, it seems like the studio is working on turning things around. A new Mass Effect game is in very early development at the Edmonton office under director Mike Gamble. Oh no. Obviously, no one at EA or BioWare has actually confirmed this news, but the developer did spend N7 Day last year asking fans what they want to see from the franchise in the future. Though this franchise has had a rocky road and we are far from the next installment in the series, the return of Mass Effect is on the horizon, and you know what they say about rock bottom.
Kill me!
You're no good to me, dead. We need you.
I really hope they are given the time to properly resurrect Mass Effect, and I think asking the fans for suggestions is a great start in doing so. Here's to them not fucking this one up. So what do you guys think?
That's you.
What should the next Mass Effect game be like? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.
Assuming control.